kept pushing on, but then you went too far. When your ship has sailed and all your dreams are lost, everything is wrong, you feel like it's your fault. Just remember, I will be there for you, baby. Remember, there's nothing out there to get you, don't forget it. When life throws lemons, just call on me. Just call on me. Just call on me. Just call on me. You're stronger now than you ever been. You gotta leave now, it's time to catch the wind. You will climb up high and look through the clouds, and when you're feeling low, I know you'll bounce back. Oh, and just remember, I will be there for you, baby. Remember, there's nothing out there to get you, don't forget it. When life throws lemons, just call on me. Just call on me. Just call on me. Just call on me.
Welcome everybody to the Tony Trapasso Memorial Studio just south of St. Louis, but tonight we're at the virtual Atlanta Motor Speedway, the old one, the one that has a lot of character. And like myself, I'm Alan Bergen, just south of St. Louis in the Tony Trapasso Memorial Studio. And to my virtual left would be Colin McDonough. Colin, how are you?
I'm doing great, Alan. I'm stoked to be here at Old Atlanta. This track is pretty treacherous. A lot of tire wear, kind of slick, and I'm looking forward to seeing what these guys can do tonight.
Oh, absolutely! And this is the final race of the preseason here tonight. Season 40 getting ready to get kicked off here in just a little while, just in mere weeks. But $50 on the line here tonight, to the points champion. But nonetheless, this track, we're gonna go over that race info as these guys are just finishing up practice. It's 65 degrees with a 34% relative humidity under a clear sky, a mile-an-hour wind, and this track is gonna have a lot of grip because it is 74 degrees. Chamber Commerce type of weather. You can't script this any better.
Yeah, they're going to be loving that track temp. it won't be quite as vicious as Old Atlanta has the possibility to be, with a track temp a mellow 74 degrees.
Yeah, well, and these guys just have 5 minutes of qualifying. We're going to show you as many drivers as we can here tonight. As, look, it's Monday night. You got WWE on Netflix, so you can watch it anytime. Join us here tonight. Sit back, watch some great racing action, as these guys have worked all season long to bring you all the action here. As we're going to go and check some of these guys out here. We're going to see who the first car is going to be on track, and it's going to be Detroit, Michigan's own Dennis Kane there. That's a beautiful 99 car. Takes me back all the way to the Roush Racing days. Oh
no!
Dennis Kane just broke the toe link.
That's not how you want to get featured on the broadcast.
Well, Austin Call here in that number 18 Aflac car, and Dennis Kane's gonna need some Aflac after hitting that wall pretty much head on.
Yeah, it's so easy to do in these cars coming off a pit road, to just light up the tires a little bit, and that car snaps, man. When it's cold tires, it'll just, you start to correct it and it'll hook to the right.
And here's the thing is, they reconfigured the track. It's still a mile and a half, but the new configuration is now almost like a super speedway, if you will. You run it wide open, as Austin Call's going to time in here. He's coming off. Here he comes into turn 3. And where's Austin Call going to land? Pole.
Top of the board.
Quick time for Austin Call here.
See if you can make an improvement on lap 2. And Ryan, the name I noticed in practice was Ryan Kelly, who was wicked fast. The only driver to get into the 29.7s. So I'm looking to see Ryan Kelly light up the board.
Here's Ryan Kelly out of parts unknown in that number 3 car. Unsponsored. Maybe sponsored by iRacing? I don't know.
A little touch of the wall. That lap's not going to count.
Yeah, he's gonna forego that first lap here in that Chevrolet.
And Alan, what's your approach to qualifying when you've got 2 laps? It's a tricky track. Oh, it looks like Ryan Kelly might reset or abandon that lap as well.
Well, so my approach to qualifying. Let's see here. Don't hit the wall and hold it wide open.
That is an approach. I've always taken the try to set a practice lap, sort of lap on lap 1. Make sure you get one in the bank so that you're just on the board with a time, and then push like crazy on your second lap. And if you end up in the wall, you end up in the wall. At least you put a time on the board.
Well, here's Michael Matta out of Waterbury, Connecticut. Check out Cisco Moon, available on all music platforms. Okay, I might have to do that. I love music. Here's the thing about me, Colin, is I was actually going to be a music ed major in college.
What was your focus? What was your intended focus?
I was going to actually be a band teacher. I was a band geek in high school.
All right.
But now I'm in
all
skill
about
trades.
that.
So far, with just a few cars left, Michael Matt is going to time in 8th quickest. Justin Lewis is going to be on the pole here today. But Michael Matt coming down. This is a driver I feel, well, he's already qualified. But, I mean, it's sub 29 lap there with a 29.93. This is going to get...
That was a heck of a pit entry.
I mean, look, you might as well put on a show if you're going to be on the pole, right?
May as well.
All 25 drivers have taken time here as we're going to get ready to get set up here. 100 laps, and it's going to be, I got a feeling it's going to be a quick 100 laps. No stage breaks here as these guys are getting ready to get up and get into the cars. We are going to go over that starting grid. Justin Lewis will put it on the pole here with Austin Call flanking him to his outside. On the inside of row number 2 will be Adam Lowe. Carol Steele will be on the outside of row 2. On the inside of row number 3 will be Trevor Dalton, while Tyler Melton will be on the outside of row 3. Andrew Pileshi will be on the inside of row 4, while Michael Matta will be on the outside. On the inside of row number 5 will be Mark Brown with Ron Summer flanking Mark to his outside. Maxwell Caldwell roll off on the inside of row number 6, while Dennis Kane out of Night Owl Racing will start on the outside. Looking a little deeper in the field there, starting 13th on the inside of row number 7 will be Carter McMurray. Richie Trammell will start on his outside in that 14th position. Starting 15th will be Samuel Litchfield, while Joshua Yarborough will start 16th. Starting 17th on the grid here tonight will be Ryan Kelly, while Andrew McKenzie will start 18th. Todd Merkel out of the 1320 Enterprises team will start 19th. Jason Crumley will start 20th. Josh Flynn will start 20th, while Alex Coffey will roll off 22nd. Rolling off 23rd will be Joshua Hill, while Bradley Bartley will start 24th. And that will round out your top 24 starters here tonight as we get ready to get cranked up to crazy here. These guys have worked rigorously all week long, and I cannot wait to show you the onboards we're going to have here tonight. Colin, it's going to be, well, dare I say epic.
Who are we riding on board with tonight, Alan?
Well, once we get going, we'll show you.
I guess we're still waiting on 2 cars. There we go.
We look, most days we run behind here on this show. Today we are actually ahead of the game, so I'll take it. It's a win. Well, thank everybody for joining us here in the YouTube.com live chat. Let us know who you're rooting for here tonight, and we'll do our best to get them on the air and give them some screen time, and hopefully not for all the wrong reasons. It's a Monday. I done watched Cody Rhodes and John Cena argue back and forth today.
Looks like we're gonna get moving.
Maybe. As the timer has... There we go. We did bit through the starting lineup. Now we're moving.
Now we're moving.
Here we go. Maybe they're running behind. But bringing us here, the Aflac onboard out of Spring, Texas, will be Austin Call a little bit further back. Oh boy. Michael Matta out of Waterbury, Connecticut, bringing some cool onboard shots. We're going to go on board with Dennis Kane out of Night Owl Racing and out of Detroit, Michigan. And we got to go on board with 57-year-old Todd Merkel out of Dearborn, Michigan, riding back there a little bit deeper in the field, starting around mid-pack. Mark Brown going to bring us some shots here. 63 years young, out of Anderson, Indiana. And last but not least, we're going to go on board with Carter McMurray out of Parts Unknown. But Colin, there's only one thing left that we got to get ready for here as we get ready to go green flag racing here. These guys are nervous. The nerves are calming. But there's only one thing left to do. It's to pull the 5-point harness. Oh, I think we're gonna go around
this
one more.
We got we got one more.
Man, I almost Steve Harvey'd the start. Okay, I got it. I get what you got going on here.
So, Alan, I'm gonna make one note that Bradley Bartley at the tail end of the field was not in the session for practice. Did not manage to get in time for qualifying. So I'm really interested to see what Bartley can do from the tail end of the field, being that we don't really have any idea of their pace moving forward.
You know what? We're gonna find out together.
I'm pretty stoked. I always enjoy the dark horse that you know nothing about, and seeing how it plays out.
I've seen drivers buy a track 30 minutes and literally get in the nick of time and then absolutely obliterate the field. So here we go. We're gonna try this one more time as Barney's got the green flag in hand. As it's time the iRacing.com pace car pulled up. It's time to watch the 5-point harness. Grandma, get some peaches to settle it because race fans, it's showtime here in Hot Atlanta.
Trouble on the start.
Oh, we got a pile up. Ugh. Caldwell, McKenzie involved.
I think someone just lit the
They're
tires
playing
up on the
bumper
start.
cars in the back. Oh. Well, that's not how you want to get off to a start.
Nah, but I feel like it's easier to do than we may realize here in the booth.
Well, we're going to go on board here. We're actually going to back this up just to about right there. And this is on board with Andrew McKenzie. There they are, playing bumper cars. In. Oh, no. Let's take a look at what Maxwell Caldwell saw. We're going to back this up here to about right there. And then this is going to be a better view here. I feel like that view. This is the one I'm curious to see here. I almost feel like, let's back it up to right there. Okay. So Carter McMurray is all over Maxwell Caldwell at 94 and is almost just, I don't want to call anybody out, but
Seems like it was getting a little bit antsy to get going.
that was unnerving.
So I've had plenty of those times at the start of a race where the nerves get the better of me, and when you're further back in the field and it's time to get going and the green flag flies, you'll get into the throttle, but the field hasn't actually gotten going yet because you get that accordion effect at the start.
You can't go until the car in front of you goes.
You can't do it.
That's all I'm saying.
It doesn't go well.
Well, Colin, we're going to go ahead and try this one again. Take 2, if you will. And, my goodness, we're going to go single file.
Looks like we just got a little fun fact update from Race Control.
Hit me.
Carter McMurray, the son of Jamie McMurray.
Okay. You know where Jimmy McMurray is from?
Where is Jamie McMurray from, Alan?
Joplin, Missouri.
How far away from you is that?
About 4.5 hours. All the way on the other side of Missouri.
What's the home track over there?
Their home track, Jamie McMurray did a lot of dirt racing. As far as pavement goes, it would be Lebanon I-44 Speedway. But meanwhile, we're going to go green flag racing, take 2, and a much better start as we go single file here at lap number 5.
Oh, 3 wide further back.
And take it easy, guys. It's only lap 5. We still got, 90 laps to go. 95
That was a
laps.
big wiggle coming off of turn 2.
And mind you, this is in the hostess session, so anybody could join in here and do this race here tonight. It's 3 entry. Carter McMurray setting the fastest lap of the race. There and running the outside. There's the number 98 car. Love the Road Ranger. We actually have one here in the good old hometown of Fenton, Missouri. But meanwhile, Austin Call is doing what Austin Call does best and leading this race here right now. And down the back straightaway they go. Something I want to point out, Colin, is Carter McMurray is running 20th right now. He's backed up the last fastest lap of his race, but it's 30.17.
Certainly got some pace. Oh, Trevor Dalton goes purple, 30.10.
Yeah, Trevor
Dalton's
Dalton
on the move.
I was gonna say Trevor Dalton says if you whatever you can do, I can do better. And modeling that paint after Rusty Wallace's 1989 championship car, the Kodiak number 27. I don't think you were born yet.
No.
Close, but not yet.
Before my time.
A little bit. You know what? I can barely remember it. I think I was like 4 years old. Maybe, no, I was 3. Sorry. 85, duh. I'm the best thing that came out of the 80s. I know.
The battle back here is hotly contested. As looks like Bradley Bartley matched that purple time of 30.10.
Well, here he comes, 3, making it 3 wide. And, well, we just had a car get a little arrow loose. That was a 73 car, Mark Brown, who just had a moment.
And Bartley's that driver that didn't have the opportunity to catch practice, didn't have the opportunity to qualify, and has pace, and is probably going to be a bit frustrated trying to work their way through this field.
I feel
Trevor
like
Dalton goes purple.
I feel like, Colin, to your point, that Bradley Bartley is having a hold my beer moment. Like, I don't need practice and qualifying. Hold my beer. Trevor Dalton goes quick time. Dennis Kane, there in that number 99 car, had a moment qualifying, stuffed it in the fence with that Night Owl racing machine. As he is now up 6 spots, Todd Merkel up 12. Adam Lowe going 5 spots in the wrong direction.
You know, Alan, I don't want to jinx it, but for how tight everyone has been, for how, you know, they're jockeying for position, everyone has been really well behaved.
Well, I mean, it's only Monday, so they got to race with each other 4 other nights on the public forum.
You don't want to make any enemies Monday night for the rest of the officials throughout the week?
You don't. Considering that we're at Darlington this week on the officials, you don't really want to do that. Richie Trammell, though, we got to go on board with the Bud right here. Richie Trammell out of parts unknown. And he's battling with Justin Lewis. He's up 11 spots right now, Colin.
Now as impressive as that is, Alex Coffey up 12, Todd Merkel up 12, Bradley Bartley up 14, make it 15.
Now, Todd Merkel there in that 2 car has got to feel old, as he's 57 years old, and he's out here racing with, I don't know, a 20-something-year-old kid.
Who's our eldest driver in the field tonight, Alan?
Oh, the oldest driver in the field, that would be, well, not Michael Matta. Here we go. We got trouble. We got issues. And, well, Adam Lowe and Carter McMurray involved. And, oh, no.
It's so easy to do that.
We're going to take a look from Carter McMurray's onboard. And we're going to see what the heck happened. Kelly Coffey wanting to ticker on. Oh. Oh, no.
Yeah, once that car in front of you gets a little bit loose, they start to slow down, and it's kind of hard to check up that quickly and stay out of them. So it's the turn 2 exit here is really treacherous.
Well, here comes the parade of race cars down pit road, and Colin, thanks for jinxing the race.
It was my fault. You're right.
No. Not the broadcaster's jinx. Austin Carl gonna win that race, or Justin Lewis gonna win the race off pit road. Sorry. I mean, look, I turned the ticker off, and we finally get someone to comment in the YouTube.com right chat. Let's thank Kelly Coffey for checking in, letting me know that the ticker wasn't on. But there's Alex Coffey. There in that number 19 car. We'll get Alex on some screen time, if you will, in that Toyota Camry.
It's a good looking machine.
You know what? You're absolutely correct. Alex currently running 8th, up 14 spots. So, you know, that paint job is not too busy. There it is. Not too busy. A little bit on the, just the right amount of busyness, you know.
Yeah, nothing too gaudy.
But here we are, getting lined up 2x2 behind that iRacing, or 2x2 Noah's Ark style rather, behind that iRacing.com pace truck. That wonderful Chevy Silverado. And, well, we're getting ready to go back to green flag racing.
The Careless Steel came back down pit road to take some extra fuel, perhaps.
Carter McMurray's taking an extended time on pit road, like Holiday Inn. Are you a professional race car driver? No, but I did stay at a Holiday Inn Express last night. Unfortunately, with Carter McMurray, he will win the race at the beer stand as he has officially parked it on the hauler. He's had his fun meter pegged, and he will head back to North Carolina without a race win here tonight. But hopefully we'll see him next season as that iRacing.com pace car goes down the pit road. Austin Call and Justin Lewis on the button, and we are back to green flag racing. Austin Call gets a jump like nobody's business. And we got cars thinking about making it 3 wide already.
Yeah, they fanned out pretty quick, right on the drop of the green, even before the start-finish line.
A lot of drivers jockeying for position right now. They went in and put some Dr. Feelgoods on, wholesale pit stops. They're going to have to make at least one more stop, at least. Todd Merkel thinking about making a move. Almost wanting to go 3 wide underneath that 13 car and the 19 car of Alex Coffey there.
And Alan, I'm going to be keeping an eye on Tyler Melton. I believe he may be the only car that took 4 tires on that stop.
And you may be right. Tyler Melton in that number 3 car. Looking to go high, wide, and handsome there off turn number 3. He's going to go 3 wide. He's going to do it again. He's going to catch a little bit of the wall coming down the back straightaway. And he's got some connection issues. That's going to wreak havoc on some of these drivers. Here he goes. He's going to do it again. He's going to go 3 wide. He's going to hit the high line. I don't think it's going to work out. He's going to grab a little bit of the wall.
It's a tough line to run.
He's channeling his inner Dale Jr. right now.
I've never been comfortable up there.
But here he comes. He's working out for him once again. He's going to go to the outside. This time he's going to get it to Reefer Woods special. And he's got second looking for more. There he goes to the outside once again. He has found something up there. Taking the Kyle Larson line out of 2. And put Tyler Melton to the lead over Richie Trimble and Justin Lewis right now.
Yeah, I guess he nailed it on that tire strategy. Made the high line work, took the long way around everyone.
On board was Richie Trimble on that Budweiser machine. I mean, oh my goodness. What a move that he just made.
I guess the real question is how bad did you burn up those tires?
Let's go back. We got to see this again. Let's go back and check out the fastest lead. Here comes Tyler Melton. Almost in that Kyle Larson type line. And just power moved right past Richie Trammell.
Yeah, that might make it on the ESPN's top 10.
I mean, it definitely made my highlight reel. Austin Call going 2 spots in the wrong direction.
Alex Coffey's up 17 spots running P5.
Yeah, how about that Alex Coffey there? He's they're trying to figure out that line that Tyler Melton just ran. We had a car just had a moment there.
Everybody's going in the right direction.
Well, here comes Justin Lewis in the number 7 car. He's going to go to the outside, and he's going to get by Tyler Melton. And they're going to go, almost thinking about going 3 wide. They're going to think better of it. Oh! Tyler Melton and Austin Call. That's a yellow flag. Tyler Melton showing crash, and I think the tires just let go on that number 12 car. Oh, Austin Call and it looks like they go for the same piece of real estate.
Looks like maybe the 12 car got tight and tried to keep it out of the car up top, and then Austin Call just gave him a little bump.
Man, tough break. That was an awesome move that Tyler Melton.
Yeah, what a run from Tyler Melton.
And it ends in the pits. We are 29 laps in. Colin, we are going to go ahead and take our first commercial break of the night here on lap number 30. Or lap 29. We're going to go side by side. You won't miss a thing here on the Sim Racing Video. We'll be right back. welcome back to the SCL, the Sunday Cup League here, live from Atlanta. And speaking of Atlanta, right now the Atlanta Braves are, well, they lost 5-0, but they're scheduled to play. See, that totally messed that one up. They're off today, but right now, my beloved Cardinals in the top of the sixth are leading the Angels 3-1. Dave Regal's beloved Phillies won 6-1 over the Rockies earlier today in Major League Baseball play. They're 37 laps into the history books here at Atlanta. And Colin, you had mentioned this at the top of the show about Bradley
Bartley putting on a clinic right now. Stayed out on that last pit cycle along with a few other drivers, and has really moved away. And you know, the gap there is two and change. No, sorry. What 1.5 to P3, and 0.6 to P2.
Now, does that surprise you?
Caldwell is chasing.
I was going to ask you if that surprised you with the number on the side of the race car.
No. You know what they say, Alan? The number's just a number.
In other scores around Major League Baseball today, the New York Mets are currently leading the Miami Marlins 10-2 in the bottom of the eighth.
Good for the Mets.
The Blue Jays are currently leading the Washington Nationals, the top of the seventh. That's a 42 score there. The Giants are in the fourth inning right now, 1-0 over the world champion, or former world champion, the Houston Astros.
Don't look now, Alan. Ron Sommer has gotten up to P3. He's the first car for position running that pit on lap 29. Second car on lap 29 pit cycle is going to be Richie Trammell, and then you've got Justin Lewis and Andrew McKenzie. So as these guys that pit on the lap 29 pit cycle move forward, Bradley Bartley is going to be hoping for a caution, unfortunately, at some point.
Bradley Bartley wants this thing to stay green for as long as it can. Right now, as the Atlanta Braves play the Dodgers tonight at 10:10. Speaking of the Braves, the lovable losers will play at 10:05 against the Athletics. You can't call them Oakland no more because they've moved out of Oakland.
That was heartbreaking to me. Really disappointing. I'm genuinely serious, man. Johnny Damon and the Oakland A's. That's what I remember. And Giambi.
I mean, I got nothing there. I mean, we did get Mark McGwire from the A's, so.
What a time to be alive in baseball.
Oh, that 1998 season when Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa put on a show. I feel like, though,
Yep.
I feel like they had to be the show. Just like Bradley Bartley is being the show right now over Maxwell Caldwell. And Maxwell Caldwell is starting to eat into that interval, if you will. Now it's down to less than a half second. I feel like Maxwell Caldwell has found something there on the outside of the racetrack. Not a lot of guys have ventured up there to the top side, where Mama hides the cookies.
I mean, Andrew McKenzie's gotten around Ron Sommer, and they are reeling that top two in. So if the top two starts battling, Andrew McKenzie and Ron Sommer, they're gonna be moving around them in a hurry.
Well, as you say that, Maxwell Caldwell has not only caught, but working on making the pass over Bradley Bartley coming out of turn two. And it's almost like these cars will get aero tight coming off coming off of turn 2 and down the back straightaway. As Bartley's going to take the high line, Maxwell's going to take the low line, and the classic slide up cuts the nose off. And it's almost like Bartley was ready for it, tried to cross him over, coming to the tri-oval.
Ooh. Andrew McKenzie is closing in quick, Alan. That's just the closing speed of the cars on those fresher tires is brutal.
Want to remind everybody, if you're watching this, if you want to join this awesome week, it's broadcasted every Monday night. Reach out to the league, Joshua Terrett Hill. He'll get you in the right direction. Email us here at SRM Racing Media. Leave us a comment. Leave us your name. We'll get you pointed in the right direction. Also, there are 46 laps into the history books, almost to halfway here.
And hey, if anyone's interested in joining Alan in the booth sometime, you can send a handwritten letter to Alan's address. We'll get that up there somewhere, and you can address it to "I'm better than Colin McDonough is," and send that on to Alan Bergen, and he'll take a look and see who you can have join in the booth.
Look, it's a fun time up here.
It is a fun time.
I'm having more fun up here than I am on a racetrack.
Yeah, I'm definitely always somebody that wants to be behind the wheel, but it's a much more calm environment in the booth.
I think you've seen Spicy Alan a couple of times.
A couple of times. I think I was the cause of Spicy Alan once.
Yeah, I think I gave you an earful. You've been on the other end of that. Here we are, 51 laps to go. As,
Bradley Bartley is down pit road.
And here he goes. Let's check it out.
Had enough of those tires.
Well, he wants some Dr. Feelgoods. As the no cars gone up there.
Uh-oh.
It might have been a gas only. He might.
Don't tell me it's a fuel only stop.
I did not see that car lift up off the ground.
Oh my goodness.
Bradley Bartley coming off pit road. Andrew McKenzie goes right on by. Austin Call's coming down. Here comes Tyler Melton. They're both coming down that 12 car.
And Alan, you're right. That was a 9.12 second stop, and the right side didn't go up. So unless he took left side tires, Bradley Bartley just took fuel.
He took 0 tires, and I am not tripping.
Yeah, I think you were 100% correct. I think that was a fuel only stop. I'm not so sure about that. That's a bold strategy.
Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Dennis K there in that number 99 Ford Dark Horse Mustang. Oh boy. You know, Dennis Kane, used to race on pretty much every night of the week. And, well, here he is on Monday night. More than less find him here, and then he races with the Mid-Atlantic Racing Series there. You catch him over there racing most nights.
Ryan Kelly making a pit stop. Your fastest man in practice.
There's two, 3 cars in the field. One's got iRacing plastered all over it. And the other?
So I've got Ryan Kelly officially in the number 3 car.
Okay. Well, yeah. So
the other 3.
It's a 24 car, Bradley Bartley.
The 24 car, yeah.
Look, yep. I called in the wrong name. You got me that trip down.
These things happen.
Look, we got YouTube gold going on right now. This is
I don't know,
gold.
man. This feels like bronze to me.
Whoa! Wait. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Well, right now,
Alan, I can't give myself too much of an ego here. Gotta remain humble.
don't sell yourself short. So we take another sip out of our Stanley here while we're watching Andrew McKenzie and that number 6 car. Ron Summer, you know, he's another driver that started to figure things out on the high line. Not many drivers have ventured up there, but no one's really taken that Kyle Larson line around the racetrack, if you will. And he's in the slide in front of Dennis Kane.
Dennis Kane right in tow.
Now,
Andrew McKenzie's checked out by a bit.
He's gone.
He's got quite a gap.
He said, "I'll send you a postcard when I get to where I'm going."
He's got almost 2 seconds.
You know, and honestly, if we had not had 2 cautions, you would see a lot of 4-tire pit stops. Now, Andrew McKenzie last came down lap 29. A lot of these drivers last came down lap 39. Carol Steele is going to come on down pit road. 3 drivers out of the race. Joshua Terry Hill not taking time. Carter McMurray, the son of Jamie McMurray, takes or will win the race to the beer stand. Josh Flynn will park it after only 41 laps. There's Adam Lowe. We now only have 13 cars on the lead lap. We are 41 laps away from the finish. 42 laps, sorry. My math isn't mathing right now.
That Ron Summers closing in on Andrew McKenzie. That gap shrunk by about 9/10 over the last 2 laps.
Well, guess what? Rod Summers now bringing...
And Richie Trammell's in.
Rod Summers bringing Dennis Kane right along with them.
Alan, I think we're gonna see them hop down to pit road soon. Richie Trammell and Justin Lewis are in, and they had pit on lap 29. I think we're gonna see some of these the top 11 that had pit on lap 29. I think we're gonna see all of them come down pit road shortly.
So you just said Andrew
McKenzie is in.
Dennis Kane's gonna stay out. He's gonna stretch it another lap.
Yeah, it looks like Ron Summer must have made an overtake onto pit road.
And that Forest City Supply number 13. And this looks like to be a fuel-only stop. Dennis Kane gonna come down pit road. I mean, if you don't slide the tires, I guess you can make these tires last.
Well, I wonder how many sets of tires they have available to them. I hadn't actually checked that on the race info beforehand. They might be trying to save a set for their next round of pit stops.
Well, I feel like from here they can make it. I feel like they can. And here comes Joshua Yarbrough. That's going to turn the race lead over to the 19 car, Alex Coffey. No,
yeah, Alan, I think they're going to have one more stop.
Ooh. I think they're going to save.
So they have 2 sets. Just got info from race control that they have 2 sets in the pits. Some of these drivers took their first set on one of those earlier cautions. And then they can make it about 35 laps on fuel. So I think we've seen about 30 laps, or 31, 32 laps on fuel before pit stops.
Well, right now we're up to 9 cars on the lead lap. Alex Coffey getting his services. He is going to take tires. We've seen that. Oh no!
Oh!
Michael Madden
Oh
gets
my
into Justin
goodness.
Lewis, and I don't know how he does it, but he saves it.
Kudos to Justin Lewis for keeping that one together. These are, Alan, it's so hard to catch these cars.
I mean, yeah. So that's what I've learned also by driving these cars myself. Is once they go about a 90-degree angle, you're singing "Jesus, take the wheel" because you're not going to save it. It's definitely not going to church.
Yeah, these cars are tricky. If you don't get the slide just right, you'll either loop it around or you overcorrect and end up in the wall.
Yeah, it's not even. Look, it's that snap when that thing steps to the right. It happens so fast.
It's violent. It's vicious, man. And don't look now. Mark Brown goes purple, 30.06.
There it is, the number 73 car. As Carlos Steele has pegged out his fun meter for the night at lap 55. Ryan Kelly still leads this thing here in that number 3 car. Up
And Mark
60.
Brown does it again, 29.97.
How did... Okay, he's got to be on new tires.
Gotta be on fresh rubber.
Mark Brown, the other elder in the race here today, 63 years young and out of Anderson, Indiana.
I think Mark Brown's strategy is going to be splash and go at the end. Unless you can save a lot of laps of fuel on this last run, which I don't think that you can. You got to save about 5 laps to make it to 100.
I believe you're right.
That's going to be a splash and go.
I think it's going to be real. I think a lot of these guys, they came on pit road around lap 50. 60, they're going to go on the Maxwell House strategy and get every drop out of it they can.
And Alan, look at who is running in P10 right now.
Yeah, don't say.
It's Bradley Bartley.
Yeah, don't say.
That no tire fuel only stop was not quite the detriment that I expected.
Shows what you know.
Dude, it shows what I know. See, Alan, this is why I joined you in the booth instead of getting on track.
Well, here we are. 31 laps to go here from Atlanta. We're going to go ahead and take our final break of the night here so we can bring you the rest of this race commercial free. I'm Alan Bergen. He's Colin McDonough. We'll be side by side. You won't miss a thing. So Welcome back to Atlanta Motor Speedway, where we are 22 laps away from finishing this one. I'm Alan Bergen, alongside my broadcast partner and partner in crime, Colin McDonough, as we bring you the SCL Winston Cup Series preseason hosted races here, or the recruitment series, I should say. And right now, it's Andrew Polici, who we have not seen up in the race lead all race long. And Colin, this race is about to get really good. Dennis Kane finds himself running in that third position with 21 laps to go.
You know, Alan, I'm still keeping an eye on Ryan Kelly because he made a pit stop on lap 77. He's good on fuel to the end, and he's still on the lead lap.
Well, score
running
Dennis,
in P14.
as I say, score Dennis Kane with 20 to go, up to that second position. Now, this is another one of Dennis Kane's bread and butter races here. He loves this racetrack. He loves Old Atlanta. He loves New Atlanta. It's got a soft spot in his heart. And right now, he's about a half second away from Richie Trammell. Now, this is where I start to say that the sanded hourglass is starting to run out. Dennis Kane can save gas. And we're seeing that also here right now as we got 19 laps left in the book.
Yeah, Dennis Kane certainly excels at not only fuel saving but tire management as well. So for this race being limited to 2 sets of tires in the pits, yeah, Dennis Kane is definitely someone to keep an eye on.
Yeah, Dennis Kane running at the bottom. You can see the 2 lines of Richie Trammell up there by the wall. Almost running that Kyle Larson line, if you will. As Tyler Melton is on pit road for an extended stay.
Unfortunately, we lost Ron Summer from this one a little on that last round of pit stops. He had a moment coming off pit road. He was running a heck of a race. A heck of a race.
Tyler Melton and Ron Summer both having their fun meters pegged out for tonight. I mean, we could very well see a first-time winner, or first-time winner here tonight.
Love to see a first-time winner.
I'm glad somebody won.
Hey, always root for the underdogs.
But just as we say that, there's the 73 car of Mark Brown.
We might see Dennis Kane pit this lap since Mark Brown got around him. Nope, still out there.
Well, Dennis Kane is, half second behind Richie Trammell. And Mark Brown is, 3 seconds behind.
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
Dennis
still behind Dennis Kane. Sorry.
With 15 to go.
I got those teams mixed up. Jason Crumley is making his final pit stop now. As Richie Trammell is in as well.
Oh, is he going to slide? He had the
moment. Oh, no.
Yeah, that might be a penalty.
Ah, that's going to be close. Didn't catch the cone, but certainly caught the grass.
And I don't know what logic that makes taking tires right now.
Could just be right sides with a splash of fuel, but that he is certainly serving a penalty. Richie Trammell got an unsafe pit entry with that. That is a really tough rip.
So that's going to turn the race lead over to Dennis Kane out of Detroit, Michigan. And, well, Mark Brown is, I wouldn't say closing away, but that interval is about the same. We got 12 laps to go as Dennis Kane's closing in.
2.7 seconds back to Mark Brown, and they are both on the same pit cycle, so it's going to boil down to, this is going to be on fuel. If they have a splash and go stop, they're going to have some perfect pit stops.
I think these guys are playing poker at 180 miles an hour.
The first cars I think can make it on fuel without another stop are Ryan Kelly and Maxwell Caldwell, sitting back there P6, P7, and then Andrew Pileshi in P8. I think Michael Matta probably has... Michael Matta might make it to the end. He last pit on lap 65.
I think we're watching one of the other drivers that can make it.
If Dennis Kane makes it to the end after pitting on lap 61, Alan, I will be impressed. I would shake his hand if I had the chance.
We got 10 laps to go.
Trevor Dalton's in.
11 car Trevor Dalton coming down pit road. 27 on your screen. But here's here he comes. Dennis Kane coming up pit road.
Dennis Kane is in. Mark Brown is in.
Joshua
Yarborough is in. We're gonna see Samuel Litchfield. Oh, Samuel Litchfield stays out. He may get a lap lead.
I think Litchfield is. Dennis Kane gets gas only. Here comes Samuel Litchfield with 9 laps to go. Dennis Kane taking that slow drive. Here he comes up to speed.
He's got to have a clean pit exit, and Mark Brown he's got a good gap on Mark Brown. Samuel Litchfield is in. Ryan Kelly to the lead. Ryan Kelly does not need to make another pit stop to my knowledge. Fastest driver in practice. Now has the lead of this race. And Alan, I think this is Ryan Kelly's race to lose.
Well, all he's got to do is hold his marks. Be almost perfect. Here he comes sliding up in front of Justin Lewis there in that number 7 car.
Next car back is Andrew Pileshi, and it's 6 seconds the gap to Ryan Kelly.
Dennis Kane running 6 to 7 laps to go. And if you're Andrew Pileshi, the time or the sands in the hourglass is starting to run out. As we're coming down to get 5 laps to go. 5 phalanges in the air. Well, 6 to go. I'm a lap ahead. I'm like the Eastern time zone when it comes to laps.
Trying to keep an eye on Michael Matta to see if he will make a pit stop. He may have made something happen here.
Now we got 5 laps to go. 5 phalanges in the air for Ryan Kelly in that number 3 car. Last put on a lap 77. Four to go. It's going to take a pretty, here, Colin, it's going to take a pretty big mistake out of Ryan Kelly to lose this race.
Yeah, it would, hey, stranger things have happened, but as long as he keeps turning these laps off clean and we keep it green, I think Ryan Kelly's got this one.
Well, here we are, three laps to go down the back straightaway.
It's like Austin Call just got around Michael Matta. I think Michael Matta's on a huge fuel save right now to try to not make a late race pit stop.
Popsicle sticks are in the air. 2 laps to go. Ryan Kelly. You know, if I'm in the car with Ryan Kelly, I imagine he's smiling from ear to ear right now.
Oh, if I was in Ryan Kelly's position, I would be white knuckling the wheel, terrified that I'm gonna make a mistake. But that's why I'm not in the race car.
Well, just to say that, Colin, the popsicle sticks go down, the white flag comes out. We're racing back to checkers. White flag, 1 lap to go for that car right there. Ryan Kelly, not the home-owned expert, but the iRacing expert here in Atlanta. He's got to put together a back straightaway and 2 more corners. Down the back straightaway.
Andrew Valeschi's done a great job reeling him in, but still 4.5 seconds back.
Off of turn number 4, Colin. And Ryan Kelly will take the checkered flag here, but Andrew Valeschi finishing second. Maxwell Caldwell rounding out your podium here tonight.
Man, what a drive. From P17 to P1.
I mean, you're 100% correct. What a drive he had. And I cannot wait to talk to a couple of these guys here. $13.20 Enterprises gets a top 2-3 sweep there. Trevor Dalton. Well, we got 2 out of 3.
Got the announcement that Trevor Dalton is the champion for this 6-week series.
Well, by all means, we'll talk to them too. We don't have a race winner up here, but we do have our.
Looks like we've got him in the waiting room now.
There we go. We do got a race winner up here.
Yeah, we got everybody in there now.
Colin or Ryan, this is Colin and Alan up in the SRM booth. How's it going?
How are you?
I'm doing good. I mean, you're the happiest thing that's going on right now. Taking that number 3 car and absolutely just parking it in victory lane.
Yeah, it was fun. I started off a little crazy there in the beginning. Had a couple cautions there, but then once we got the long run there, I felt good and brought it home in first.
Yeah, I mean, so you had the fuel strategy going on. What were you? I was telling Colin, I said, I bet Ryan Kelly is just smiling from ear to ear, knowing that he just trumped the field on fuel strategy. Take us through that when you realized that you had this race pretty much in the bag.
Yeah, I think on that last pit stop there, most of the drivers were taking 4 tires, and I knew since we didn't need a full tank, I just took 2 rights there and gave me a pretty big lead. So I think from there I was just saving and making it to the end, and that's what we did.
Look, man, before we get you out of here, is there anybody that you'd like to think to help get you here tonight?
Yeah, just all my teammates and all the guys who are putting on the league, and you guys are putting on the show.
All right, and that's the voice of Ryan Kelly. Ryan, we'll see you on the next one, and congratulations.
All right, thank you.
And up next, Colin, you're going to be with Andrew Polici.
Andrew Paleshi, it's Colin and Alan in the broadcast booth. Do you have a copy?
Yes, sir. How are you guys?
Doing great. How are you? How was how was that last stint and trying to run down Ryan Kelly?
No, I didn't have nothing for him. I was just trying to get to second. Finishing second with him in here is like winning, so I was just trying to, like I said, get by everybody behind him. He's really good here. It's hard to beat him. I don't think I've ever seen him lose a race here.
Well, an excellent drive all around. Is there anything that you could have done differently on strategy to put yourself in a different position?
I think second was probably as good as I was going to get, but I wanted to pull the same strategy that Max and Ryan did. I guess we technically did the same thing. They just did it earlier than I was planning on doing it. So I wish the window was open even before they did it. I wish I would have jumped them and pit sooner. That would have maybe bought me a little bit of time. But Ryan probably would have ran me down anyways, so I don't think it would have made a difference.
It seemed like a big strategy race tonight. So, is there anybody want to shout out or give a thank you to for getting you here tonight?
Yeah, my whole team, with all the 1320 guys, Todd Merkel, Maxwell Caldwell, Austin Call, Justin Lewis, there's like a million of them, Ryan Kelly, Trevor Dalton, the champion, congrats Trevor, and I'm probably forgetting somebody, but, oh yeah, you guys up in the booth, thank you for broadcasting this season. Y'all do a good job. Fun watching these back.
Well, congratulations on the drive from P7 to P2. Well done.
Thank you, guys.
And last but certainly not least, up here at the broadcast booth, the driver of the 94 car, Maxwell Caldwell. Maxwell, was hoping to finish 2 spots better, but nonetheless, here you are running out the podium tonight. Take us through that race and what more you needed out of the car to potentially put yourself in a better spot or potentially have something for Ryan.
Yeah, last couple times we've come here, this setup's just been so different. Used to Atlanta being real loose, real slidey, right? This thing's just tight with the front end. Like, you don't drive off the throttle pedal with this. You're really driving off the right front still, so... the last run, I can tell you, the two leaders took rights, and we took 4. And I put in a full tank of fuel just to give it the balance, and they probably just topped off to just enough, which probably helped them set sail a little bit. And I would have never thought 2 tires would have done it here, but it did. Started the race terribly. Got rear-ended 3 times before the green came out to knock the car loose and spin us lap 1 before we even... I think we barely crossed the start-finish line and we were sideways. So to come back from that and to come get a top 3 is pretty impressive here at Atlanta. It means we had to go through the field and even kind of do a little bit different with the strategy, and it worked out okay. So performance-wise, I'd say those 2 guys... I've never run a race where Ryan Kelly has not won at Atlanta. Any race I've run with him at Atlanta, he wins with any driver ever. This is his house. So, no shocker there. Andrew just had the 2 tires there at the end. I thought I could hold him off and couldn't. So, we'll take a third. I'd say that's pretty solid given how tight the car was for us tonight.
Absolutely. Well, here we are, closing the season out. Before we get you out of here, is there anybody you'd like to thank to help get you here tonight?
Oh, absolutely. First and foremost, my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. He's just blessed me to be able to race with these guys each and every week, to be in this league for the many seasons we've been, and just to have all the fun we've had. So God's truly blessed me with that. I got to thank Merkel Racing Engines for being on the hood, man. He started sponsoring me when we came to this league. He thought it'd be a fun venture, and man, we've got him 3 championships, multiple race wins, and multiple podium finishes here. So it's been awesome to have Todd's business here on the car. So glad to get him a shout out there. Got to thank the teammates, the typical ones each week. Andrew Paleshi, Todd Merkel, Justin Lewis, Austin Call, and Trevor Dalton. I believe you're season champion here, so first one for him. So congrats to him on that. That's huge. And then thankful for the league and for you guys in the booth. Y'all put together a great show each and every week, and it's always fun to go back and watch.
All right. Well, Max, once again, congratulations on finishing P3. Hope you had a good season. Can't wait to see you when season 40 gets kicked off.
In 4, let's start that one with a win.
All right. And that was the driver of the number 94 car. And Colin, we are going to go ahead and bring in our season champion here tonight, Trevor Dalton. Trevor, you didn't win the battle, but you surely won the war.
Yeah, that was a lot to overcome with that little hit at the very beginning gave me 3 minutes of damage.
Yeah, absolutely. Got it fixed up, put on a show, and, just like Rusty Wallace did in 1989, he drove that number 27 Kodiak-sponsored Chevrolet. It was a Pontiac back in 1989, don't get me wrong. Still won the championship with it, though. But take us through the season, and was there any times where you were thinking, man, this is going to be hard to overcome?
I was a pretty, I didn't get any wins, but, I got, I think a second at Daytona, a second at Kansas, seventh. I think I had one race outside the top 10. So it was a pretty good season of just kind of keeping my nose clean and being relevant at the end of the race. The Maxwells and Justins and Andrews having some issues. So that always helps.
Absolutely. Colin, you got anything for Trevor?
Just a congratulations. Like Alan said, you may not have won the battle, but you sure won the war. So congrats on showing up and being consistent.
Well, Trevor,
thanks, guys. Appreciate.
Before we get you out of here, is there anybody that you'd like to give a shout out to, and it helps you get it done here in the 27 car?
No, you guys in the booth, appreciate you broadcasting, even though showed for one race.
Oh.
The SCL crew for putting on. I hope we picked up some drivers. I don't think we picked up enough. I kind of think that we should do another recruitment season, but that's neither here nor there.
All right. Well, Trevor, congratulations on that season championship, and good luck in season 40.
Thanks, guys. You have a good time off.
Yep, and that was the voice of Trevor Dalton. Well, Colin, before we get on out of here, let's go over those final race results one more time. And parking it in victory lane. Here tonight, Ryan Kelly, Andrew Polisi finished second. Maxwell Caldwell finishes third. Austin Call will bring it home in fourth. Michael Matta will bring it home in the fifth position. Trevor Dalton, your season championship, will finish sixth. Seventh will go to Dennis Kane. Todd Merkel will finish eighth. Ninth will go to Mark Brown. Justin Yarbrough will finish 10th. 11th goes to Andrew McKenzie. Bradley Bartley will finish 12th. Alex Coffey will finish 13th. Samuel Litchfield will finish 14th. Richie Trammell will finish 15th. Jason Cromwell will bring home 16th. While Adam Lowe will finish 17th. And 18th will go to Justin Lewis. A little bit deeper in the field here. 19th will go to Tyler Melton. Ron Summers will finish 20th. 21st will go to Carol Steele. Josh Flynn will finish 23rd. Second, Carter McMurray will win the race at the beer stand, finishing 23rd. And Joshua Terry Hill will finish 24th and race control. And that'll do it from here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. For everybody here at SCL, I'm Alan Bergen. He's Colin McDonough. And as the great late Tony Trapasso would always say, as you walk through the streets of life, please don't play in traffic. Good night, everybody.